you very much. Hello, I'm Kate. Thanks for having me at your club. It's really cool to be in a place that celebrates community. I'm from Glasgow, if you couldn't figure that out. And this first one I'm going to do is about my brother, who is a massive football fan. He's a Rangers fan. Which, as you'll hear, I wasn't a very big fan of. That whole culture, I associated it growing up with sort of violence. And as you'll hear, the story changes as we grew together. So this one's for you, Ross. It's called Skin and Blood. We're sitting in your car, you're driving, and we're sitting here in silence. And I'm thinking to myself, with this Chinese takeaway resting on my lap, wrapped up like a warm newborn, about what sits between us, that cosmic bond that tethers our souls. Since the day you arrived, plummeting from the sky into my lap where Mum placed you. This earth-shattering mass of memories, of DNA, of interconnected ins and outs and ups and downs and everything in between. You and me and you, my skin, my blood, my wee brother. And as the heat from the parcel on my lap rises, the car is engulfed in the comforting aroma of curry sauce. And I think back to years ago, my mind clouded with sweet nostalgia. When you know one of those colour wheels Dad would choose his paint from at B&Q? Couldn't sum up the shades of shite I wanted to kick out of you. Where sleep deprivation or drip torture, smashing open your spine and rearranging your posture didn't feel like suitable enough recompense for all the wind-ups and bam-ups and backhanded comments at my expense. I wanted a front row seat the first time a girl rejected you. Or to shine a floodlight on your face when an uprising of acne finally broke through. I'd rejoice at the altar of all your shortcomings, failures, humiliations. God wasn't real. I refused to believe you were his creation. Our insults, they would ricochet around the confines of our bedroom arena. Me, a panther, you, a hyena, our parents like pit bull trainers, lion tamers, holding the scruffs of our neck to separate our teeth and fists. Avoid me giving you a Glasgow kiss. That's when you headbutt someone, by the way. Our neighbours, they wanted to bear witness to this fabled rivalry, paying 20p at the front door to our older sister, the ringmaster A-lister, who would take biddings on which one of us would emerge the victor of the evening. Because she wasn't about intervening, but profiting off the residue of our notorious violence. Sometimes it's easier to sit in silence. Elder ones are usually full of compliance, letting the young blood fighters thump the living daylights out of each other. You and me, my wee brother. I hated how you were always wearing trackies, even at Grand's birthday. Or how you would glug down full fat milk from the bottle when you were thirsty. How one day apparently I was a fat bitch and then the next day I was a skinny junkie. Or how you came home from the game singing songs about killing Fenians. Maybe because your football team are composed of racist right-wing queen shagging heathens, blue nose, blue blood, hood up, hooligan, armed with sectarian songs and a baseball bat. It certainly wasn't Dad that taught you that. You affiliated with Scotland's shame. Me and you were not the same. You weren't my blood, you were someone else's, fed to me through an IV drip to assault my senses. Oh, the ways you crawled under my skin and opened up the pocket of nerves deep within that knew what unbridled hatred meant. Because when my body was shifting and protruding and my mind was cartwheeling through adolescence, drudging through that deadly combo of heightened self-awareness and oversensitivity, that unholy coalescence, my hatred for you stayed stagnant, still, composed and true. It was the only thing I knew. It anchored me to the seabed whilst the waves of self-loathing crashed in my rear view. And as we're sat here at the traffic lights, chips, salt and chili chicken warming my thighs, I look right and my mind takes me up that street, where on a Friday night whilst driving past in the passenger seat of my ex-boyfriend's car, I see you, my wee brother, from afar. The nape of your collar held by some older guy, his teeth bared, tail up. You are quivering like a shitting dog. And that's when it came. A magnetic pull dragging me out of the car, a transcendent kinetic force from above that only now I can recognise was just pure love. And then I went, here, are you fucking squaring up to my wee brother? You better fuck off out of here or I will kick your fucking... Oh, there's a really bad word I was going to say there and then I want... There's children here. I just said those bad words, sorry. Anyway, I still to this day don't really know where that came from. But from then on, as we grew, that unstoppable, indescribable love broke through. Through gritted teeth and clenched jaws, minuscule gestures and broken laws, self-reflection and overprotection, fact correction and utter deflection, bitter pills and swallowing pride, square goals and getting wide. It came in increments, in paper slips, in birthday cards and road trips, a peace agreement legislated by the laws of leaving each other draws and tuning each other in and giving each other twos. It was like a Good Friday ceasefire coupled with 20 Mayfair and cans of booze, and soon enough, our foundations of misdirected hatred fell like the Berlin Wall. East and West reunited, not really sure why they even cared at all. Because my hatred for you, it was assured, it was full. But loving someone in their entirety, that's not something they teach you at school. Because love is not mangled by some simplified self-definition, some half-cooked, diluted, superficial recognition. It takes some self-effacing reanalysis, not that blood-excavating, machine-run dialysis. It's so hard to give a compliment when you just don't give any to yourself. To exist in the present, to leave all your facades, extra layers up on the shelf. See, now with the trackies thing, I actually find your relentless commitment to comfort quite endearing. And I can watch you drink milk from the bottle without sneering, because you know what, I do it all the time, so who am I to judge you, wee brother? And with football, I realise, as I've distanced myself and seen with clearer eyes, is less about you building your sense of self on the weeds of intolerance and bigotry that threaten to rot you. It's just this need to belong in a place that forgot you. And who knows, maybe it was me that taught you to externalise your hate and project it onto others. Because, yeah, I was pretty good at it, mate. And we're nearly home now. Still not spoken a word. You've probably just been thinking about the Chinese takeaway while my whole vision of space and time has become blurred, but there's still that space between us of knowing, of trust. That's unspoken, that's sacred, that's ours. That's just us. Thank you very much. But I think it's got too many swear words in it and there's children here, so I'm just going to say thank you so much and I hope you enjoy your game today. Thank you.